and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are back with another episode of the Piledriver. I'm the best in the world, Mike. Next to me is my homeboy V-Red, a.k.a. Vince, a.k.a. Yo Paulie 2.0. How you doing, brother? How you doing? Good weekend?
Yep, good weekend. We went to a big concert last night. I tripped balls. It was real good.
I was saying, yeah, man, I was going to tell us a little bit about it. You just said you went and saw Weezer, right?
Yep, we saw it was
Hell yeah.
Dinosaur Jr., Flaming Lips, and Weezer. And the Flaming Lips, they had some really crazy light visuals, a lot of like strobes and stuff. And about halfway through it, I was like, nope, I gotta go. I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta go look in the mirror, tell myself
collect myself.
Yep. So luckily the wife took good care of me, and we ended up watching through Weezer. They played the Blue album, and it was pretty good.
Hell yes. Yeah, the picture you sent looked pretty sweet. That's
you
awesome.
had a pretty interesting weekend though, right?
I did have a pretty interesting weekend. I went to my first wrestling booking, I guess you could say, not as a referee actually. I took it as a ring announcer for the KOA campground show. I don't even know what we're calling it. It's the KOA Knockout. That's what we're rolling with. Up in Petersburg, Michigan, nice little hour 40 drive. And they essentially put on a show at the campground. And again, my first time there, never been there, but I was invited by JD Smooth, Mr. Entertainment. He linked me up with James Lethal, who was running it. And it was interesting. It was very interesting. So it's essentially a campground show. They set the ring up at the campground, and everybody that's camping at the campground that weekend just basically gets a show. I assume, around here, I know that we have campgrounds where people go yearly and they park their camper there all year, and that's where they're at every weekend. So, I can just imagine that it's like that there, and these people know about the wrestling. They know that it's coming back. There were people, and they were excited. It was a nice little show. It was a different change of pace. Definitely beat at the campground. I thought it was cool. Like the campground, they had a little snack shack, some bomb ass ice cream, and then we went to a little store where they had a chair that was big enough for our guests tonight. It was actually pretty funny. They had this giant fucking chair.
Okay, cool.
But speaking of guests, we do have a couple special ones tonight. You've seen them before. You've seen their promos all over Facebook. You've seen them every night on Thursday Night Turmoil. If you were at the last show, you saw one of them dive off the top rope, and you saw the other one in a cage. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight, they will be teaming up as tag team partners at the end of the month on September 28th at Let 'Em Cook. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guests, Big Hungry Koty Gray and the greatest brass knuckles champion of all time, Colt Johnson.
Don't you forget it, baby.
What's up, guys?
Greatest champion of all time was a stretch, in my opinion, but
it's really not.
give him the finally once, I guess.
It's not. It's really not.
Okay, now play nice.
Boys, calm down. You have to team together. You have to be.
Do not remind me that I have to team with this guy, please. Like, it's all over social media. I get enough reminders as it is. Like,
oh my god!
You
straight waking up
pool.
knowing that I have to team with this guy. I love it.
How do you think I feel?
You invaded this man's pool.
You should feel great that you have a tag team partner that's big.
He probably did more than invade it. He probably peed in it. Actually, it's guaranteed.
We're not even doing this. No. All right. Not happening. We're done here. Let's get the show on the road. We're not pissing in Colt Johnson's pool. We just got started. This is not happening. Keep going. Man, you can see the glare off of my gold titles all over my face.
I do see that.
Too much
aluminum
foil.
So
let's get into it. Before we get into the tag team aspect of Koty Gray and Colt Johnson, let's talk a little bit about the weekend. You boys as well were part of the show at KOA Campground. Colt Johnson in a 1v1 with somebody he's very familiar with, the hairy toothpick himself, JD Smooth. And Koty Gray went one-on-one with James Lethal, somebody I'm not familiar with. It was my first time seeing him. Obviously, I've seen Colt's opponent multiple times.
1-on-2, if you ask me.
What do you, Koty, how was James Lethal in the ring? I saw the match, so we'll talk about the match eventually. But, like, how Was
in the ring, he was pretty solid.
Somebody that you didn't, you're not used to working with, or first time working with him.
He was pretty solid.
Oh my God! Just real quick, I'm sorry, just because Paulie with the comment.
I will go outside right now and look. I can literally walk and find out if this is a true statement or if Paulie is capping his ass off.
He's probably capping.
By the time you get out there, he's gone now, idiot.
The friendly neighborhood choke dealer, Josh Robinson, in the chat. We'll talk about his match a little bit later as well. Comments rolling in. We got some comments on YouTube. I love the comments on YouTube. Thank you guys for watching on YouTube. If you're watching Junkie Exploration, I don't know who that is, but Colt #1, he's the best.
He's right.
That's a paid supporter.
He's right.
Can't wait to see him live again. So we'll see.
I got fans all over the world. I don't know what to say.
Yo, Paulie called you a narcissist, by the way. So
Paulie called me a narcissist?
Yes, most likely a bit of a narcissist.
That's crazy.
JD said, "Stay off the drugs, Paulie."
We can talk about JD here in a second. So go
Eric,
ahead.
Eric in the chat, and I'll put this one up because it'll make him happy. There you go, Big. There you go, Big Hungry. There you go, Big Hungry.
They get
Koty
it.
Gray
They
is the
get it.
best.
Yes. Awful grammar. Koty Gray fan.
Oh, he changed his name now. That's definitely a paid account. This is Cole Johnson's #1 friend. This Yankee. That's Yankee.
Who is Andrew?
That's Colt's BFF. We've seen Yankee before, but sometimes he likes Colt, sometimes he doesn't. At the 7 Hill show, he slapped his hat off his head.
He is one of the only people I actually like. All right.
That's my boy. I like Yankee a lot.
He's one of the only people I actually like.
All right. So let's talk about it. Colt, you did go 1-on-1 with JD Smooth. You were able to get the W. How was your first Michigan trip? What did you think about KOA?
Do you want to talk about the trip or you want to talk about the match? Because those are two very different things.
We're going to talk about the trip. We can talk about the trip, but let's talk about the match first.
What did I think about the match? What I will say about JD Smooth is you are going to be hard-pressed to find somebody as big of a dickhead as JD Smooth, right?
That's facts.
You see how people treat me at the mega shows. I think they're wrong personally. They boo me, whatever. They shouldn't. I'm really good. It's envy, as I said on Turmoil. That's besides the point. JD Smooth is such a dick. I was getting cheered.
That's true.
It threw me off. I'm not used to that.
Yeah, the one lady, dude, was head over heels. Like, I don't even forget what point JD said something, but Mars was our referee.
Stop giving Brazzi any spotlight at all. Get that guy out of here.
That's my boy. Supporter since day one. Friend of the pod. But yeah, no, the lady, dude, she was head over heels for Colt.
Listen.
She was head over heels, and she was like, I don't know who he is, but I love him. And I was like,
she knows now, baby.
She was
knows
very
now.
aggressive.
We're gonna have to get her one of these shirts
for Colt. It was disgusting, almost.
You can always give her the shirt off your back. I'm sure she would love that.
She can have the shirt off my back for $20, except it won't be off my back. It'll be in a bag.
In a bag, freshly sealed.
Exactly.
He's a businessman. I'm gonna go ahead and give Brazzi some more love because he gives us love. Shout out to Mike Fitz.
Shout out, Brazzi.
That's such a cheat. What a
sell out. Sell out.
That's my boy.
He just wants to be back on the pod.
That's true. Everybody wants to be on the Piledriver podcast. But you picked up the dub over JD Smooth, able to walk out of Michigan with the win. If I'm correct, this was your first Michigan match.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. After taking one step into Michigan, I don't know that I'm gonna go back because that place sucks.
That's understandable. I mean, we
literally
there's only one reason the three of us go to Michigan. I was saying there's only one reason the three of us go to Michigan to get not Colt.
Listen. All right. First, I don't care about football. This isn't even about that. All right.
It's not about football at all. Actually,
we're not talking about football.
I looked out in the crowd and I counted 17 teeth between all 100 people in the crowd. It was ridiculous. It was one of the craziest hick towns of my life.
That's kind of a fact, actually.
No, kind of. It just was a fact. I mean, it looked like everybody was inbred. They had, as I said, 17 teeth between all of them. And quite honestly, I don't know that I'm going to go back because I, as one person, shouldn't have more teeth than the entirety of the crowd.
A couple that have some teeth. I mean,
what would you rate the crowd then as pile drivers?
How many pile drivers are you giving the crowd?
I would give them. Are we talking about how good they were or how they looked? Because if it was how they looked, they're getting like a 0.5 out of 5.
Yeah,
but
they were a solid little rowdy bunch.
They were. I'll give them a 3 solely because that one chick wanted it Johnson style. And so she bumped it up at least 1 pile driver. You know what I mean?
Until she finds out that you're a minor.
I'm not. I'm just not.
Amanda in the chat said, "Come on, I was in the audience and I have all my teeth."
Oh,
she brought the average up. She brought the average up.
You bumped the average up.
Yeah, she helped him out. You know what I mean?
Got it.
VIP seating doesn't count.
Yeah, VIP seating does not count. They were right up on the ring.
The Pile Driver podcast.
Only GA.
Yeah, GA. Listen, yeah.
It was good. The next match, I know we had a fatal 4-way match. JP Levin, we're familiar with. Ray Stewart, I've heard of. I've never gotten to see him live. I can't forget remember the third guy's name. And then the choke dealer Kano was in
Preston
there.
Riker is who you're looking
for.
That's
right. Mr. Party.
Mr.
Party, Preston Riker. I love his gimmick, by the way. And as I got to be the ring announcer for this show, his entrance or his weight, when I got to say his weight, was probably my favorite weight of the day because he weighed in at 230 pounds of gin and juice. Laid back.
Okay.
That's a lot of gin and juice. I don't drink, but that's a lot of gin and juice.
I'm going to throw this up because I remember this and it was funny. Yunky said, anyone remember when I chopped Colt live at Seven Hills Home Days? Highlight of my life. Victoria Rhodes from the YouTube says, my dog can kick Colt's ass.
Oh, man.
That's a fact.
Yes, your dog.
It's a chihuahua, isn't it?
Because dogs have feet. That makes sense.
I mean,
it was wild. I know Kano ended up winning this fatal 4-way match. I liked this match. I thought this was a solid match. I know a couple times there was a couple little slips. I know that ring mat is a little slippery though. So I don't know how you fix that. So I mean, it's just got some like slide. If you were doing the Rock, you could do the elbow drop in that ring. The slide people's elbow drop.
The slide
for sure.
Hands down, the greatest people's elbow drop of all time.
Absolutely.
Next match, I don't remember what the next match was.
Some announcer.
It's behind me. Hold on. Oh, next match was Razor Sharp. I did not like this match at all. Versus Brennan Martel. I was not a fan. So we'll just leave it at that. It wasn't.
Just like they did today, the Atlanta Falcons lost last night too, because he was repping them hard.
He had his jersey on. He was from Hot Atlanta. That's what he took. That's where he was built from, Hot Atlanta.
Time out though. Low key, kind of a fun theme song though. It's no Colt Johnson theme song, but it was pretty catchy.
Yeah.
I'll give it to him.
What did it sound like?
It was a ripoff of some other song that I cannot for the life of me remember.
Dude, I remember it too. Yeah, he ripped it bad.
Yeah,
I liked Kano's theme song probably. Was the one that I hadn't heard. Kano's theme song was pretty cool. Like it started off slow and then it hit a hot beat. He came out with his fucking pinky ring and shit and his fur coat on. I was not a fan of this. Razor Sharp versus Brennan Martel. Brennan Martel ended up winning.
Mm-hmm.
Not really a fan of this match.
It was certainly a match of all time.
We had next match number 4 was my man down here, kitty corner from me. James Lethal 1-on-1 with Koty Gray.
Daddy's boy thought he was doing him a favor, didn't he?
It turned out I didn't know this actually until after the show had started that the referee was his son. I didn't know that. I didn't know that until after. Yeah, I was unprivy.
I didn't until I got back to the back and he called me out afterwards, and I was like, "Oh,
yeah.
Why are you mad for? He should have gotten my business."
So
that's a little biased.
Vince, this was a good match, and I think that look as a referee, I think his count was a little biased too because he 1, 2, 3, 4, and You're like, I don't know. Whatever.
I wonder as to why he would be biased. It's almost like his own dad was wrestling against Koty.
Koty got up to the top rope at one point. He knocked this dude down, bro, Vince, and I thought Koty was going to go for a fucking splash. I thought Koty was about to hit this man just big hungry off the top.
They would have had to cancel a lot of shows because the ring would have broke.
James Lethal was able to counter this shit, Vince, run up the ropes and superplex Big Hungry.
Jesus, I did see the footage.
Yeah, he pissed me off doing that. He got a pretty swift choke slam after that, didn't he?
Damn.
He did. And then Koty. I mean, James Lethal tried to capitalize on the superplex. Koty able to get back, and then started beating down this dude, just on top of just a mount. And then I couldn't tell he was faced the opposite way from me. I sat on when I was doing my ring announce. I was walking around just because I wanted different views, and it was. He started beating him, man, and I don't know. I couldn't tell. Maybe the fists were closed. Maybe Koty. I don't know. What? Fast count. James in the chat. He's telling about the spine buster. Look. I'm not gonna forget about this. He did pick Big Koty up the spine buster. Shit out of you, dog.
Damn.
He did do that.
He's got
to
pull that off.
He picked you up. He spine busted you and superplexed.
He watched a lot of Randy Orton film because it was out of nowhere. I didn't see it coming.
Out of nowhere.
He said he had to cheat, otherwise he would beat Tommy's talking shit in the chat. Tommy said Koty lost. He had to cheat, otherwise he would be grounded. I assume he's talking about the referee. When you got on him and started the assault essentially, he was just like 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, you get off of him. And you kind of pushed him back a little bit, and at that
stay out of my business. We're in a match. It's a fight.
Unbelievable bias.
Respect the referee.
That seems to be a growing thing.
You know better than anyone.
The referees, but
you know better than anyone.
You got to respect the referees.
It's like the referees just kind of have it out for me, and
maybe you should.
I should apologize to old James Lethal because maybe he didn't deserve the ass whooping he got. I just kind of been thinking about a little somebody that I'm supposed to be able to get the smoke with, but he keeps vanishing in the smoke every time old Koty Gray's around, huh?
Are you talking?
Oh.
Come on now. Who am I talking about? Old Brandon Xavier. Where's he at? Where is old Brandon?
He's probably in the chat.
We can talk about the absence. We could talk about the absence of Brandon Xavier after we're done with this show because it led to perhaps the greatest turmoil of all time, thanks to yours truly.
Well, James Miller in the chat, he said he heard James Lethal challenged Koty to a Detroit street fight. And we did talk about that. We said, Cody's thinking on it, man. We don't know. That's up to Big Hungry if he wants to.
I don't think he can survive a street fight with old Koty Gray,
So
what is it?
We'll see how that plays.
What is he gonna destroy street fight? Does that involve some Little Caesars pizza? And
that's what I was gonna ask.
There you go.
Actually, because he'd beat me then because I just eat the pizza. Okay, here we go.
Oh, okay. Well, at least there's a distraction involved there. So.
And then the next match we had, match 5, was he challenged him to a Detroit street fight next year. So
very hasty, I see.
Youngie challenges Colt to a street fight.
I kind of want to see this.
Bring him to turmoil.
Bring
the kid to turmoil. Bring him to turmoil.
I could say this live. He knows it too. Any day of the week, if he wants to smoke, I would whip his ass.
Let's get him in turmoil then.
Let's get him to turmoil. He literally lives down the street with you. Make him ride. Youngie, Thursday night. Don't make no plans.
Yep.
Lord knows he ain't lifting.
5th match. Whoa. He said your shit's weak, bro. Fifth. Oh, he said Colt is too afraid to lift with me, let alone fight me. He said you ain't the one.
Youngie, you're kind of climbing off the tree, dog.
Literally every day. Bro posts on his Snap story once every 2 weeks doing these with his 3-inch biceps.
Power post.
Talking like he's out here doing something, when in reality, I'm out here repping his max. Get out of here.
Fifth match, we had a tag team match for the ages. This match was historic in all since the Cold War.
I heard about this match.
Team USSR versus Team American Made.
What?
Team USSR versus Team American Made.
Okay.
Can I speak on this for a second?
Not Chad Gable's group.
I was gonna say I think WWE is sending them a cease and desist right now because that belongs to somebody else.
They're getting sued immediately.
Right now, live.
I agree. Amanda in the chat. Amanda said that was a messy match. I agree. I believe that match.
You like messy?
I believe that match was a little. We had the name first. Blackhawk in the chat. Blackhawk and Big Daddy Cage were American Made. He said they had the name first. So maybe they'll be sending.
I think I've seen Blackhawk before.
Maybe they'll be sending WWE a cease and desist.
Oh, they're gonna send WWE a cease and desist. Yeah, that'll.
Let me know how that works out for you.
Yeah, that'll work. Try that out. Let me know how.
Yeah, the match was okay. I think it went on a little too long, in my opinion. The crowd really didn't get behind it as much as they should have, in my opinion, for it being Campground America, people drinking beer, and America versus USSR. Yeah, the crowd was an L for this one for sure. I don't like it was the USSR kid or something like that, and Sean Resnick. They midway through the match, like nothing even happened to trigger this. Sean Resnick was like, "I'm fucking Russian. What am I doing here?" And just jumped down off the ring and left the USSR kid to get beat up.
Huh. I didn't watch this. This was the one match I didn't see.
I didn't see any of that match, actually.
I didn't really understand it. You know, I mean, American Made obviously got a good pop when they came out. Flags, you know, America.
Big America guy, personally. You know
Yeah.
what I mean, so I was behind them.
Okay. But that's just your stereotypical, country versus country,
Yeah, and that's what it should have been, and I just think it went on a little too long, and the match lost its luster with the crowd. It wasn't like a bad match. I think, like I said, dragged too much of this, wasting time, maybe a little bit of overselling.
A little too much American hero stuff, yeah. Like
they gotta hurry, they gotta hurry the hell up and just finish them off. I mean, how hard is that?
And then in our main event, we had the KOA Heavyweight Championship on the line.
This campground has its own championship? That's awesome.
Yes, it does. And the belt was fucking beautiful, actually. And real quick, at the beginning of the show, they did do a special announcement. I believe his name was Trevor. He was the manager of the campground there in Petersburg, Michigan. He's probably I assume he's the one that put this event on, started it, bringing him to the, whatever. They had a special belt made for him and gave it to him beforehand and presented him with the KOA, like a replica of the heavyweight championship. So that was pretty cool.
Bro is not a champion. Bro is not a champion, but okay.
Colt, shut up.
Bro is not a champion.
He is the KOA manager champion. He fucking immediately started telling these workers what to do as soon as they put that belt on his waist.
It's almost like he's their boss and needs somebody to bring him a non-sanctioned title to do that.
Yeah, but they did, and then it went to his head. When people get gold, sometimes it goes in their head. They start talking shit.
I can't believe. Yeah, I don't know why. See, you're right about that. That happens with some people. See, guy like me, I try and stay humble about the fact I'm the greatest brass knuckles champion of all time, most important champion in the history of the company. You know what I mean?
Humble's not even in your vocabulary.
Yeah.
So I try. You know what I mean?
What's that word you say all the time? Cap.
In the chat. In the chat, the choke dealer says, "As the #1 contender, I look forward to winning said gold." Miles Jacobs had his shot on Saturday against Lord Marcus Knight, who is the KOA champion.
Okay.
Unable to come away, Lord Marcus Knight retains. And he, put Miles Jacobs' jacket on and stuff afterwards. It was funny.
Can we talk about Marcus Knight for a second?
Yes, of course.
First of all, I like the way he conducted his business. He had people out there with him. It was great. He knew what he was doing. Second of all, there were a couple of things he did that I think he stole from me, right? Hear me out, right? He goes up there and stands on the top rope or whatever he did with both of his titles, sounds familiar, and says, "I'm the greatest KOA champion of all time." Sound familiar?
Is he the only KOA champion?
And that probably. And then
they just got the belt.
Yeah.
He's not wrong, then.
No, the belt that he had on had a nameplate on the back of it, like where it buttons, that had his name on it. So I don't know how long he's been the champion, but yeah, he's probably held that title for a while.
Oh, sounds familiar. And then he proceeds to steal Miles' whole fit, something I did at the end of last year. He's stealing my whole flow bar for bar. And quite honestly, I can't blame him. You know what I mean? I would want to be like me too.
Bar for bar.
We got a rap battle now?
I'm
Colt raps apparently.
All right.
I do not rap.
Lord Marcus Knight able to retain his championship. 3 years. James Miller, he said Marcus Knight's been the champion for 3 years running. The belt is new, but he has been the champ for the last 2 years or so when little Colt didn't even graduate yet. That was by JD Smooth in the chat. And then Josh, once again, new champ coming, and you can choke on that. So I'm fully behind my boy.
That
Kano.
is the hell of a hashtag.
That is the longest hashtag of all time.
Hey, I'm okay with it. I'm fully behind Kano.
characters. You got
boys, do you want to join in with me here and give the KOA? We can give the whole overall as a rating. Camp, cabin, everything.
Show. Okay.
So the cabin is included in this, or is it a separate pile driver rating?
No, let's talk about.
No.
Okay.
Let's do
it says separate. It says separate.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Pick one first.
So the show as a whole.
Okay.
I give the show as a whole a 1 pile driver because they have biased referees, clearly.
Personally, I would say a 1 also. However, I won my match, unlike some people, so I'll bump it up to a 2.
Okay.
Should have won my match, but it's okay.
I will give you that. The bias from the ref was unbelievable. Bro looked like he was 14. Like, he made me look as old as Brandon Xavier. Like, it was ridiculous.
Oh. All right, Mike, so then what's yours?
So for the show, overall, I'm going to give it a 3. It's a middle of the road for me. It wasn't a bad show. Plus, they had an awesome ring announcer.
Hey,
Speaking
so
of
you're
bias,
saying it was like an average, like a 2 out of 5 pile drivers out of the 3 of you. Yeah,
it wasn't a bad show, and I'd go back again. I had fun. I had fun. I had a good time. You know, like, and they said something about normally like they do a show in June as well. I would assume that show a little bit hotter, a little bit warmer outside, more people at the campground itself. Probably brings in a little bit more action, would make it a little bit more fun than it was. But again, I had a pretty solid time. I'm not complaining about the show at all. I'd go back.
So then let's go right into the cabin. Okay.
All right.
We would go into the cabin if there was room to go in there.
Let's talk about this cabin. All right. Let me speak on this cabin for a second. All right.
Okay.
First of all, obviously me and Koty went out to this show. Right, we had to do a little team bonding.
This is biased commenting, real quick. I just want to say, can you see that comment, Colt?
That's crazy.
That's biased commenting. I'm pretty sure that's Koty been a referee.
I wonder how that hospital bed's treating him right now.
I hope it's real uncomfortable. Speaking of uncomfortable beds, let's talk about this cabin. Okay, so me and Koty, we decided to room together in this cabin to attempt to have some form of team building ahead of the match on the 28th, which we'll talk about here in a second, right? We walk in to this cabin. Me personally, I would call it a shed because this cabin was half the size of the room I am sitting in right now. Let me paint the picture for you here. It was not a cute cabin. It was a shed. It was the size of a shed, right? And there was one wall through the middle, cutting it in half, and there was a door on the wall, and they said it is like a 5-bedroom cabin. It was
Five
not.
bed.
It was a
Yeah,
5-bed, comma, room.
Look at Chosen said.
Shack at best is damn right. Because this place
No, the shack was
diabolical.
cool. The shack had snacks.
The
Oh,
snack
that's
shack
just-
was kind of fire, not gonna lie. But this place was unbelievable. Literally, when I tell you we could have fit one of these cabins in my pool outside, I am not kidding.
JD, did you get gas on the way home?
Can we
Did
talk?
you get
If
gas?
he answers, we can talk about this. All right.
Yeah, if he answers,
we can talk about this. If
Did you
not,
get
then-
gas on the way home?
I hope so.
All
Yo,
right,
wiener.
back
Yo,
to the
waiter.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a 5-bedroom. Like Colt said, you walked in, it was probably like
5-bed, comma, room. That's what it was. They put the
Yeah.
comma in the wrong place.
yeah.
To tell you how big the beds were, okay,
No,
they
he
had,
didn't get gas yet. He said
Uh,
what?
JD,
they
get
had a
gas and then come
full-size
back to me.
bed.
Make sure you get gas, buddy, and then holler at us.
You always need gas.
They had a full-size bed in the front room, and then in that back room, they had 2 sets of, you call them bunk beds because that's how they were built. But if I put
Listen.
2 mattresses side by side, it would have been a twin-size mattress.
Yeah.
So to sleep comfortably-ish, I stacked these mattresses on top of each other to have some kind of padding because it reminded me of a jail bed.
Dude, yeah, I was
Oh,
about to say,
shit,
Vince, do
yeah.
you remember like those beds they used to give you in like daycare where it was like a little, like a fucking
Yeah, it's like a yoga mat. Yep.
plastic, so like if you pissed on it, like it would roll off.
I
Like
would
it
have
was like
preferred that. That probably would have been more comfortable. I would have rather
horrible.
cut the grass outside, put it on the floor, and slept on that. That probably would have been more padding.
Damn.
This guy. He said I had gas from that burger and saw those 2 little sausages. What do you I don't think he gets what we're talking about. I don't think. Did you put gas in your truck?
I think old JD's going through it. That's what's going on.
Brandon Xavier in the chat wants to know
We did not, for the
who
record,
was the little
we
spoon.
did
Colt or
not
Koty?
sleep in the same bed. He was on the bottom bunk on the opposite side of the room. I was on the top bunk on the opposite side of the room. We were
So-
not within 15 feet of each other. However, I
That's
had
a
a
lie.
hard time. I had a hard time sleeping personally because that's a crazy comment right there. I had a hard time sleeping because when old Koty Gray fell asleep, it sounded like somebody was cutting the grass 5 feet away from me because this dude is snoring like a
I believe that.
motherfucker.
I couldn't
I
breathe
believe
because
that.
the aroma
I
of all the
can
bullshit
look
that
it
comes out
up.
of his mouth was very intoxicating.
I'm
So
glad
what
I
I just
just
got
got
out
of
this,
this
Cody.
is-
Cody looks
Cody's the
like he's
bottom,
a snorer.
Colt's the top.
Cody looks like he's a snorer.
Ain't
It's-
no
it's
looks
okay,
like.
big fella.
We're past the look like.
Oh
It's
yeah.
okay, big fella.
Oh yeah.
Holy. Surprised some chick in the cabin next door didn't knock on the door and tell him to shut the hell up. That was.
would've
Let's
got
get
the
into
same
this
thing
match
that
with
old
you.
James
Let's get
Lethal
into
and his
this match
son
with
would've
you
got.
guys
Yeah, let's
because
talk about this
we do
tag
have
team.
some more stuff. We do have some more stuff to talk about, and I want to know if you want to talk about this first because it's actually before September 28th. This weekend, this coming weekend, we are making our way down to West Virginia.
Another
We are
debut.
We are going to Mannington, West Virginia, where all 3 of us will be making our West Virginia debut, I believe. The 2 wrestlers below me, and I will be refereeing the event. RSW is at the Buffalo, I believe it's the Buffalo Ironworks in Mannington, West Virginia. But they are having,
There's ribs there. I know that.
Sorry, it's Forks of the Buffalo. That's what it is. I knew it had something to do with Buffalo. Forks of the Buffalo Barbecue Throwdown. It sounds like they're having like a barbecue fest down there in Mannington, and we're gonna go down there and check it out. And like I said, we're gonna make our debuts. Colt's already.
I might wrestle. I'm just there for the ribs.
Oh no, you're on
yeah.
the card, big fella.
Yeah,
I
I
have
know, I'm
the
supposed to-
whole card.
I'm okay. I'll let you get into that then, because the guy that I'm supposed to wrestle on Saturday, I was supposed to have wrestled last night, but to my understanding, he wasn't able to make the trip.
Okay, so hopefully we'll get it. Like I said, we'll get into it. We'll go over the card real quick because it will be this weekend. But you guys both are on it as of right now. All right. so let's start. I assume we're going to start back here. All right, we got the Southern Sinner himself, Colt Johnson, going 1-on-1. This is probably going to be a hard match for your fucking dad, like, to go with, because your dad likes you, obviously, but your dad is also a very big fan of this wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
The guiding light, Matthew Taylor. This is a go. This is a go for you, buddy.
I've seen what I will say about Matthew Taylor. I've seen him wrestle before. He main evented. Get this dude out of the chat.
No.
He main evented. He main evented an RSW show against, I believe, Dustin Alexander, and they went a long time.
Yes.
So
Matthew Taylor can go, buddy.
I was gonna say he's got that cardio, but so do I. I'm wrestling every single week, sometimes twice a week. And I don't know if Matthew Taylor can say the same thing. So if we're going to talk about being able to go the distance, I think I have the edge personally.
Well, we will see this weekend. Matthew Taylor, the guiding light. You can always be sure that, Jexy Black may be in tow.
Don't forget he always has a posse with him.
Yeah, Beast Man we've seen before with Matthew Taylor. So just be careful, young fella.
Some people needing help to win matches is diabolical. That's crazy.
Last week at the 7-year itch, I assume based on they made another one, so it had to go over well. We have another fire ass 4-way match. One half of Mount Kilpis, Paulie Kilpis, going against Gen Z, going against Tyler Jacks, going against somebody that we and Colt know very well, R.J. Jonesy.
That's my boy. That's my boy right there. Jonesy's my boy. We had some problems in the past. We made up on Colt Johnson's turmoil. He's seen the light. He's doing well right now. Y'all better watch out for R.J. Jonesy, especially in that 5-way. Let him cook. He's got my money on that.
Oh, no. He is in that 5-way for the #1 contendership for Pastor CeeLo's current title. The next match we have up, Cody spoke on it a little bit. He is scheduled to go 1-on-1 with King Brasa.
Okay, I've heard about King Brasa.
I'm very excited for that match.
I've seen King Brasa before.
The opponents are about the same size as me.
Yes, and I've seen King Brasa before. Excuse me. We saw him in a 1v1 against Vinny Maverick.
He was at that same RSW show.
Yes. Fire.
That's another cat I can't wait to tear it up with. There's old Vinny.
Best match of the show was Brasa and Vinny Maverick, dude. They tore the house down. So, I'm hoping that he shows up. I'm hoping that you get this match because this could be 5-star match. Dude, y'all can kill this shit.
Yes.
Cool.
Really pumped for that. Next, we have a women's match. Lexis Sin. We've seen her before at Neo Pro, I believe.
She was at Mega, too.
She was at Mega as well. Yeah, because she was in the Baddies tournament.
She was in the qualifier for the Baddies tournament.
Going 1-on-1 with somebody else who we've seen. Colby Max.
Okay, cool. Colby back in RSW.
Dominic Dallas Starr. I'm not familiar. I've never seen him before. So he will be going 1-on-1 with Theo Strong, who at the 7-year itch. At the 7-year itch, I don't know if you saw, he did spine buster the champion's wife. Nicolia got spine bustered by Theo Strong at the 7-year itch in the middle of the ring.
And he's got my vote now after that. I didn't know that. That's my boy now. I've never even met him. I've never even met Theo Strong. He's my boy now after that.
Oh, yeah. Theo's badass.
We have a tag team match. Lane Callie. I can tell who it is from the picture. And I'm not sure of his partner. I know I did see Tim in the chat. Maybe Tim can tell us what his partner's name is. But they are the team of New Sin. They are taking on a team that is very near and dear to my heart. They are taking on a team of Marcus Twist and DD Vice, also known as Saturday Night Special.
Cool.
Those are the homies. Applebee's Club for Life. I love them guys. I can't wait to introduce you guys to these dudes. They're cool fucking good. They're great.
Awesome.
I don't know
really
them.
Good.
Yeah, they're great fucking dudes. I love Twist. They do deathmatch stuff. They have other promotions down there where they do lots of hardcore shit. Cody, I know Colt ain't really into the hardcore stuff, but you're a big fella. If you want to get into some of that stuff, Twist.
We can talk about how not into the hardcore stuff I am here in a minute when we cover.
We will. We have the RSW tag team titles are on the line as Airstar defends against Misery Inc., which I've seen these teams before. Misery Inc., they're pretty solid. I mean, Airstar's good as well, Rucker and Duzen. Logan Taylor is currently the RSW Junior Heavyweight Champion, and he will be putting that title on the line against Matt Connard, or Connard. I don't know how he pronounces it. I know I've never seen Matt. I know Logan can go, so that should be a good match. And then it's the last match on the thing that he sent me, so I'm going to assume this is the main event. Somebody that we all know and love, the Ultra Star Ashton Day, will be taking on Vance Desmond for the RSW Internet Championship. Current champion is Violent Vance Desmond.
Under on headlocks.
15. I would like to say personally, probably under. I would like to say personally, as somebody who single-handedly beat Ashton Day, if Ashton Day wins that internet title, I think personally I should get a shot at it. I think I should get a shot at it. That's my personal opinion.
Because you beat Ashton Day where? Where did you beat Ashton? At Mega.
Yeah.
You didn't beat Ashton at RSW.
Doesn't matter. He doesn't change because he's in a different promotion.
Hey, look.
Maybe he gets plus 10 horsepower.
Colt, you can see the comments when I put him up, right? You can see the comments when I put him up? There you go.
Yeah.
Hold on. It didn't work. There you go.
Listen, Big Dom.
Big Mo in the chat.
Big Mo in the chat.
We'll give you your 5 seconds of fame here in a minute. That's funny.
That's funny.
That is
Koty, is this your woman right here?
Damn right it is.
Tell her to follow the Piledriver on the TikTok instead of just looking at our profile. Just saying.
She's just here for me, guys.
That's fine. Tell her to be here for us.
Funny story. She actually DM'd me and said I'm her favorite wrestler, but that's a whole other story. Anyways.
I bet.
Oh, no.
I bet. I'll drive my ass right back up there right now.
Damn, Brandon in the chat.
Listen, guy like me, double-handedly. Anyway, go ahead.
There you go.
Punching.
I'll take it. Look at that. Speaking of
Ashton wins, Ashton wins, I'll give Colt a shot at that title.
Look at that.
Okay.
And you know what? Since we're here,
GM of RSW.
If Ashton doesn't win, I want a shot at Logan Taylor. If Ashton doesn't win, I want a shot at that light heavyweight title. Y'all saw what I did for these.
Shots nowadays?
I'm the greatest basketball champion of all time. I'll do what I want.
That doesn't mean he's gonna get it.
I'm just putting it out there. I want some gold in RSW. Y'all have seen what I've done for these. That's all I'll say. Give me a shot, and I'll see if I can win a little gold. You know what I mean?
How much longer are you gonna carry around the belt from 1843?
Oh, this one? Oh, I told you this is.
You're getting ahead of yourself, buddy.
Yunky in the chat said Colt loses. Let me get a shot at the title.
Okay. This is the last time I will. That's crazy. I
also would enjoy seeing that.
I would like to see that as well.
I will humor Andrew one more time. I have asked him multiple times if he would want to wrestle, and he has said no every time. So I don't even want to hear it.
Okay. Yeah, Yunky, if you're not going to wrestle, you got to either step up or step out, buddy. So remember.
Oh, my gosh. Koty Gray.
Wow, I have to go get it, actually.
Because I'm such a good tag team partner, I got Koty Gray a gift. Go get it.
Go get it.
Give me 45 seconds. I'll go get it.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I got him a gift because I'm such a nice guy.
He said, I'm working big man, making serious money while you're going into debt at college.
I'm not going into debt in college, buddy, because unlike you, I got a scholarship because I have a brain.
I did not have a scholarship.
It is what it is.
I don't even know if I graduated high school.
So I'll provide a little context to this gift before Koty comes back.
Real quick, Tommy in the chat said, guarantee you he's grabbing a Twinkie.
That's not what it is, but that wouldn't surprise me either.
Colt, if I joined, I would take all your fame.
You would get the Colt Johnson rub.
Amanda said, or you got nice parents. Tommy said, Yunky, didn't you flunk out of college?
Thank you.
Alex said he's grabbing the Burger King. Brazzi said 45 seconds. That's his usual.
Oh,
I might be a little wrong.
Brazzi.
Colt Colt broke out the knee pads to get that scholarship. Big Mo in the chat.
That is crazy.
Yo, it's going crazy in the chat.
Oh, I
love
fucking love
this.
you guys so much.
Okay, so I got this gift for Koty because, as y'all know, I'm a champion. So I thought he should also be a champion. So take a look at this gift I got Koty Gray.
Okay.
This absolute piece of garbage.
That's rude.
That's fantastic. The Burger King Championship. It's the BK Rounds.
So much
Give it up.
time and effort.
Give it up for the Burger King champion of the world. Let's get a round of applause. I need to see claps in the chat also.
Oh my
But you know what,
god,
though?
that is wow.
Take that title off of me, so it's
You're
fine.
welcome. You're welcome.
Nobody will ever be able to dethrone you from that. Buddy.
Look, we're both now the greatest BK champion. I'm the greatest Brass Knuckles champion. You're the greatest Burger King champion. As I said, we need to do a little team bonding prior to the 28th so we can actually get this dub. Because I ain't planning on losing. I don't know about you. So we need to be in it.
I knew he was getting some sort of Burger King.
Yeah, no,
He's
that's.
the
I mean,
champion.
Alec did call it too. That is hilarious.
Burger King's the spot.
Since
the
we
spot.
got everybody here, we have all the competitors. You two on screen. Both of your opponents are in the chat. Let's talk about the first.
In the chat.
ever
That's so funny that they're in the
barbecue.
chat.
They'll be here. We've extended the invite. Brandon, Meat Taters will join us on the Piledriver podcast before September 28th. They had told me. So let's talk about this first ever barbecue brawl match.
Yeah, what are you guys'
What
thoughts?
do you think about this? That's all. Big
Cody,
Mo
you
in the
can go
chat said.
because I have some
Big Mo-
choice words about this match.
Big Mo said, "Oh, Colt, I got a gift for you on the 28th." And
I
Brandon,
don't like the devil emoji.
Brandon said, "I'm in the chat every week." I know you're in the chat every week. I didn't say you were never in the chat. I'm just saying we normally don't have Big Mo though.
I don't like
I think
the
that was
devil
directed towards
emoji.
Colt.
That's a little
Okay.
crazy. But Cody, I'll let you go first because I have some choice words about this whole situation.
About the whole thing. It's a barbecue brawl. I don't care if it's a street fight, an ambulance match, a tables match. The outcome's going to be the same. Whatever objects they put by the ring, I'm going to whoop the shit out of my opponents with. Whether or not Colt Johnson's there to help me, that's on him. I got it regardless.
2 weeks ago, buddy, I counted to 1, 2, 3 when Big Mo knocked you out in the middle of the ring.
Okay, you know what? Let's talk about that, shall we?
Yeah.
What a swerve. What a swerve. Brandon is the king of swerves. I know you didn't forget about me. It's okay, because let's talk about it. I was preparing for a one-on-one match finally against Brandon Xavier. And what do I get? Swerved. I got so much smoke that he just left. And then he brings somebody else in that I wasn't even. We haven't seen Big Mo and Mega in how long? You think I expected him to show up on a turmoil? Come on.
I mean,
You want to know a fun fact? You know when the last time we saw Big Mo on turmoil was?
What?
When he tagged with a certain somebody against JP Levin and Tony Forge. That being me.
Oh, wow.
I would like to say, I don't mean to throw shade here. However, me and Mo have a better tag record percentage-wise than Brandon and Mo do.
I don't know about that.
That's completely and utterly true. We have 100%.
100%. Okay, I'll give it to you because you've had one match. I mean, you're not wrong, but Meat Taters has done some damage in their time.
I'm not saying
In
they
their
like
time, this isn't 1940.
Nobody said it was 1940. It wasn't that long ago. You guys both know. You've seen, again, Cody, you were swerved. You're right. I will say that. But again, you think that, but Brandon did never say you would have a match against him. He said he would give you all the footage
He
that you
knows
needed.
what he did. He knows exactly what he did. He's a
worked
master
for you.
manipulator, and I see that now. He wants to play games, and all he's done is unlock the killer instinct that everybody has been trying so desperately to get. It's okay. Because after 928, Mega, the whole roster, and Brandon Xavier are going to have one thing in common. They're both going to have to get completely remodeled.
Damn.
I'm taking him out. He's done for. 9/28 will be the last day that you see Brandon Xavier inside a mega championship ring. Mark my words.
Those are some
big words from Big Hungry. Big words from Big Hungry.
That belt, what is it over there? That belt on that shoulder should be mine. And it's not.
Accurate.
The main reason being because Brandon just likes to keep dodging. Oh, buddy.
Big Mo in the chat.
Mo,
shit.
hey, listen, pal. I didn't see you coming. I see you coming from a mile away now. It's all right, big guy. We'll see you. We'll see you on the 28th.
Brandon said dumbest words I've ever heard. Since I own the company, I can get in the ring anytime.
I got to be honest, he got you on that one. He did. I mean,
he's
retired 15 times, and he came out of retirement for me. As I've stated before, you may be good, but you'll never be Brandon Xavier's reason for life rehabilitation. Anyways, go ahead.
I don't think somebody's going to be able to come back from the beating that he's going to receive. I don't think he has the money to get the complete lower body restructure that he's going to need.
You're saying you're going to break the boss's legs?
I'm going to break the boss.
Oh, all right. Well, like I said, man, you got to be careful because it's at this point, he does have that big bodyguard with him. He does have his tag team partner in his corner. And you guys
see the story. It's
know,
this big bodyguard. It's not him, huh?
The story is that they've tag teamed together forever. The story is that they've held titles together. The story is that you guys have never tag teamed together and you are still worried about his title.
That's actually a lie because we have tag teamed on 2 occasions. One of which we actually have a victory. The old Bully Brothers. And then the other, we were blindsided with who was it? Oh, BX and his partner at that point in time.
Mo said he's essentially going to make Colt go viral. We all know Big Mo has gone viral multiple times for his wrestling. Colt Brandon Xavier says, I'm just going to run around in a circle. We both know cardio isn't your strong suit.
I know he ain't talking about me.
I don't know, boys. This match on the 28th, like I said, BBQ Brawl. I don't even know what that entails at this point.
They're gonna be hot dogs and hamburgers
at least
involved.
A single hamburger in the match.
Oh God! I'm gonna put it on the screen, and I already know that it's gonna blow his head up even bigger.
Let's talk about this comment for a second. Let's talk about Colt Johnson's turmoil for a second and how unbelievably successful it was. All right?
It was pretty solid.
I host Turmoil for 1 week. 1 week. And it is one of the highest viewed turmoils of all time. Literally of all time. No, it's not. Literally of all time. I had my face plastered all over the show. It's almost like there's a reason.
How many views is it at, Colt?
Combined, I believe we're barely under 5,000 views.
I don't expect this comment from somebody with. I expect this comment from somebody with this name. So
they're right.
Colt Johnson, mega fan, thinks Colt Johnson's turmoil was
awesome.
That's
probably his mom or something.
Dude, that's a burner. He got a burner account. And he's sitting there tweeting. We can't see his hands underneath.
Yeah, that's why I know. He's going to
pay him somebody. Yeah. He's smarter than that. He's paying him.
Yeah.
I'm glad you agree that I'm smart, but I'm not paying anybody.
I'm going on the Piledriver. I'm going on the Piledriver at 8:30. Make sure you get on there and tell them how awesome I am.
I don't need to pay anybody to do that. They'll just do it on their own.
Big Mo said almost 5,000 views. That's it.
The difference is I didn't have to kill somebody to get those views.
Oh, he didn't kill him. If you didn't, he didn't have to kill him.
Have you seen that video?
Did anybody contact the local police department after that video?
Vince, I guarantee you, that you've seen this video before and you just didn't know who it was at the time. It's Big Mo doing a senton on Brennan Richards, and he fucking just destroys him. And people have made it like they cut it where like Mo sentons on him and they drop and it's the gates of heaven and shit like that. Like it's been multiple viral so many fucking times. It was, Big Mo went viral. Big Mo's got over 100,000 followers on TikTok, I believe.
Okay.
Probably way more than that. I'm not 100% sure. I know he's got a fuck ton.
I hope they all tune in to the 28th. Every one of them.
But Brandon Xavier in the chat, just wait. You'll both are going to be Mo's next viral video.
Timeout. All right. We need to take 30-second timeout here. I personally have no problems. I'm not even going to get into that.
Oh, keep politics out of it.
I personally.
Yeah, come on, Yogi. I just thought it was funny.
I
It
personally
is funny, but
have
I know, we heard.
Have no problems with Mo. All right? I get Brandon's his boy. I get it. That was the whole thing. The same thing with Gregory Iron at the beginning of the year. That's Brandon's boy. So I get as to why he decided to, I can't even say get involved, because he didn't get involved with the match because I won handedly.
Yeah.
But
it's taking longer than 30 seconds.
He decided to come out and kind of just look at me and then beat Koty's ass. So as far as I'm concerned, me and Mo don't really have any beef. I mean, he may say otherwise, but me personally,
like a coward.
Me personally,
I was gonna say, do I need
like
to go back up? Look, this comment right here. I don't care if you don't have beef with Mo. Mo has beef with you.
Yeah. You got a target on your back right now, Colt, bro.
You beat his boy in the cage somehow with my help. I was there for you. I wanted you. Nope.
Well, you helped me out.
You ended up scaring Brandon.
Thanks, buddy.
I got a pan instead. I don't understand how
Victor, Victor says the double champ does whatever the fuck he wants.
I wasn't even a double champ at the point. But now I am.
He's not a double.
Get it out of your mouth.
You're a single champ with 2 belts. That's still 2 belts, same championship though. It's not double champ. A double champ would be like if you were able to beat CeeLo and you held the Fighting Spirit Championship and the Brass Knuckles Championship.
Listen, the only reason I
then you would be double
because
champ.
we haven't wrestled since he won that title, but that's a whole other issue.
Or maybe if you can here. Look, he wants to be the double champ. I got the perfect champion at Mega for you to fight. He'll bring you out a glass of lemonade and everything.
Look, all right, I already know where you're going with this. I got a history.
My boy, Shogun.
All right, I got a history
Our
with Shogun.
Infinity champion.
All right, I got a history with him.
I know you do.
I got a history with brother. I remember. That's another one of Brandon Xavier's boys. Shogun is a monster. I will say, considering I'm the greatest champion in the history of the company, I will say he is the second greatest champion in the history of the company when he was the mega champion for 2+ whatever years it was. Unbelievable reign, right? That dude's a killer. He's a monster, right? We tagged another guy I've tagged with. I got screwed. That seems to happen a lot around here, but yet I still have these.
It is what it is.
Exactly. It is what it is. We've moved past it. You know what I mean? We've both elevated our stock a ton since then. So we're good. We're fine.
Mo, greatest champion in the history of the company, laughs at you. He does not believe you are the greatest champion in the company.
Hey, listen, you know what? I think it's real funny too. The fact that at 19 years old, I'm the greatest champion in the history of the company that's 25+ years old. I think it's hilarious. I love it.
Those are facts. Alec in the chat said Big Mo, made turmoil history. He has Colt Johnson. I guess it seems, with Colt Johnson's turmoil, mega greatest brass knuckles champion of all time. He's trying to, cement his part in mega history. And this comment just came in the chat. So I'm going to go ahead and put this up and let you guys debate on this because this has nothing to do with me and Vince.
What does that mean? What does that entail exactly?
I mean, it could mean anything.
I heard steaks. I'm in.
Wrong kind of steaks. Spelled differently. That's spelled differently. What does that mean?
On the grill,
Please elaborate. Please elaborate.
Put them on the grill.
Brandon, You are being asked what that means, what stakes, or he wants you guys to go in blind.
We talking about filet mignon or some Wagyu or what?
And can run. Look, Colt. Look, Koty. That's your woman. She's cheering for Colt. And can run.
I told you about that
He's
DM,
cheering
big
for
dog.
Colt because he's on a winning team.
I told you about that DM, big dog.
We can talk. Here we go, boys.
Don't you worry.
We can talk about it Thursday. Make sure that's the key right there.
Yep.
You have to be tuning in to Turmoil on Thursday on Mega Championship Wrestling's Facebook page and YouTube live at 8
Hopefully
p.m.
he shows up this time.
So I have a quick question, and Koty just brought that up. He said, you're on a winning team. You're facing a team. You're facing Meat Taters. Do Colt Johnson and Koty Gray have a name for their team yet?
We don't need one.
Oh, okay.
Colt and Koty.
No, I'll tell you what the team name is. The team name is the greatest brass knuckles champion of all time, Colt Johnson, and also Koty Gray is here. That's the team name.
That's a long team name.
Yeah, it is. It's like that hashtag from earlier. It's a long name, but it still works.
The only thing I'm going to point out is Colt and I have more recently won a tag team match than Brandon and Mo have been.
That's an accurate statement. That's an accurate statement.
Team BFF. Yeah, I like that.
I don't know about any of that. But that's an accurate statement there, Koty. You're right about that.
Big Mo in the chat. Ugly and Broke is the team name.
Where's my?
No, there's already Young, Dumb, and Broke. There's already Young, Dumb, and Broke. Can't do that.
Okay, if you got Ugly and Broke, what's my part then? Because he's got both of those. So where's mine?
Oh, I'm not ugly.
Okay. Anyway,
I don't think either one of you guys are ugly.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Thanks.
What a kind host.
Yeah.
That's right. Damn straight. Anything else that you boys have left to say? Obviously, Big Mo and Brandon are in the chat, and they said we will see about these steaks being raised on Thursday.
Steaks being grilled.
Koty wants steaks being grilled.
I'm gonna make sure that I call old Colt here later on because I don't like that we have to wait until Thursday to find out what this is. The last time I had to wait, we were blindsided. So we should probably come up with a plan this time.
Yeah. What I will say about the 28th.
Mo said, Mike, don't be lying to him. I'm sorry.
What I will say about the 28th. If you're looking for a really good wrestling match, there's other matches on the card for that. This is not going to be a match. This is going to be a fight. This is going to be a barbecue brawl. What that means, I don't know. I understand it's some kind of no disqualification shenanigan. I don't know how I keep getting wrapped up in all these no DQ matches. First was the strap match with Miles Jacobs where I beat his ass. Then the cage match, and now a barbecue brawl. I don't know how I became the stipulation guy when
Victor in the chat just came up with a great team name. If we're being good, if we're being for real here.
Go ahead. What is it? That's better. That's better.
You want to be a marketing manager?
That's better.
You've been hungry? Like that's good. That's good. Good job, baby. That's good.
Because we're both handsome, and at least I'm hungry.
One of those things you said is true.
The one thing about the 28th that I will say, regardless of any beefs, regardless of anything, the end of this match, all 4 participants walking in will not walk out the same as they came into the match, and that is a guarantee. We will tear each other apart.
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
I really hope the college has some sort of insurance policy because I don't see this staying in the squared circle at all.
That's fine. Just don't break anything that belongs to the college. We want to go back there.
Yeah, don't break the camera either.
Break our stuff. Don't break their stuff.
I want to call Plank.
You can break his ass. You
Big Mo said
get him out of
grilled Colt Johnson.
Huh.
Yunky said Colt ain't handsome. He's sexy. There's a difference.
I mean, he's right, but I.
Do you want to fight him or? Never mind.
He said he was for him to make. Oh, he was saying for that to make that Koty shirt handsome and hungry.
I like it.
So, wasn't team name suggestion, but thank you boys for joining us. I definitely appreciate it. We will see you guys on Thursday at Turmoil, and we will see you guys at the college on September 28th. Make sure you get over to Mega Championship Wrestling on Facebook and click the link in the bio and get your tickets.
Don't forget RSW on the 14th in West Virginia.
Yes.
And we will be at RSW in West Virginia this weekend.
My closing statement here, Mike, Vince, thank you for having me. You're welcome for what will surely be the most viewed Piledriver podcast of all time. You're welcome. Y'all get the Colt Johnson rub. That's what happens. You're welcome.
Nobody wants to rub Colt Johnson.
The Colt Johnson bump. We talked about this yesterday. The Colt Johnson bump.
You're welcome.
Hopefully he's right. Most viewed Piledriver podcast episode of all time. I'm okay with it.
It will be.
Koty Gray, thank you so much, brother, for joining us. I hope you guys have a great night. And I'm gonna put this chat up before I kick you guys out. Go ahead and text your boy.
If you're kicking anybody out, you got to kick him out. Get his ass out of here. I got
real quick though. Before I leave, I would like to say thank you guys for having me. But before I left, I did pee in Colt Johnson's pool. Y'all have a good one.
Later. Colt Johnson, he dropped himself out on that. He pissed in your pool. I mean, as well, I love you. Vince loves you. But guess what, buddy? We also pissed in your pool. and that was it. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was your Brass Knuckles champion, Colt Johnson, and big hungry Koty Gray. Youngie said I pee in his pool all the time. Colt Johnson, mega fan, said the pool's closed. But yeah, thank you, so much to Colt Johnson and big hungry Koty Gray for joining us tonight on the Piledriver podcast. Like I said, this weekend we will be in Mannington, West Virginia, 113 Water Street, Forks of the Buffalo Barbecue Throwdown. Free admission. It's free. The show's free, man. If you're out there, you come and hang out with some RSW fam. Come hang out with the Piledriver podcast crew. We'd love to have you, and we'd love to see you. And then, like we said with the boys, September 28th, Lorain County Community College, let them cook. Where not only do we have a barbecue brawl match, we have Tyreek Kalam going one-on-one with Alex Daniels for the Mega Heavyweight Championship. We have Pastor CeeLo putting the Fighting Spirit Championship on the line against Tesson Gates. And we also have a fatal 5-way match for a new #1 contender for that Fighting Spirit Championship as well. Make sure, I know it's early in the month, Alex. I know it's early in the month. I don't want to hold anybody longer. Vince, do you have flowers to give tonight? I'm going to be a little selfish with my flowers tonight.
I got no flowers, but I got a message.
Okay.
Maserati Rick, your cut's coming up. I want to see, see what you got to say again. Set the standard. You flaked out on us last time. You said you warned us. We needed more security guards and all that jazz. Nah, dude. That was all weak. That was all smoke, man. So, come on, man. Let's see what you got coming up. Set the standard September 21st.
Which we will definitely get into on next week's episode. We will recap our RSW trip. We will recap our RSW weekend, and we will preview Neo Pro Set the Standard on September 21st, where we get to meet the innovator of violence, Tommy Dreamer.
No, I'm really excited about that. But yeah, that's all I had to say.
I guess they're really like, I'm not going to give them flowers. I just want to say that I'm thankful. My birthday's on Tuesday, and I'll be 37, and I'm thankful for 37 years of life, and I'm still happy and healthy, and I'm kicking it with my friends, and we're doing wrestling shit, and I'm really pumped. So next time we're live, I'll be a year older. So that's all. Again, thanks to Koty and Colt for popping on tonight and talking some shit with us. Thanks to everybody in the chat for hanging out with us. If you're watching us on YouTube, you see that little bell, press it, subscribe. We'd love to have it. Once we get to 50 subscribers on the YouTube, I can start going live at events. We can start going live from the YouTube at events to get, inside scoops, inside bags, certain matches, stuff like that. So hit the subscribe button. Thanks for everybody commenting. Thanks for everybody sharing and liking the podcast and tuning in tonight. We appreciate you all so much. We will see you next week. Later.